Batman. Yes, Batman. So much Batman. Batman has turned 80 years old, or is turning 80 years old, and LEGO has unveiled some sets to commemorate the occasion. First of all, let's look at set number 76119, Batmobile Pursuit of the Joker. This has a Tim Burton-esque Batmobile, very long. It's supposed to actually have some engine detail that you can see if you lift the hood. It has a couple of stud shooters, one on either side. Comes with a full set of the gunmetal gray colored bat accessories or bat accessories that have been out for a little while now. And for minifigures, this one comes with just a gray suited Batman himself and the Joker. This one's going to retail for $30 US for 342 pieces, which seems like a pretty decent deal to me. It's an 8 stud wide Batmobile build, so it's going to be fairly long, and I think that the value proposition on this one is going to look pretty good. I think a lot of people will be able to appreciate the look of this Batmobile, but it does look a little bit square around the sides, a little bit older in its design, I think, for a 2019 build. I don't know though. I think this is a good one that's going to sell well and make a lot of people happy of a lot of different ages. Next, let's look at Mr. Freeze Batcycle Battle, set number 76118. This one comes with 200 pieces for $20, so another good price to part ratio. This one comes with Batman and Robin on the good guy side. Looks like Robin has short legs. I was actually expecting them to do medium-sized legs by now for him. A pretty dynamic looking Robin though, with good detail on that torso and a pretty serious looking face. Might have a secondary face as well. And then here's the new Mr. Freeze with white skin tone and the fishbowl style helmet. A fully brick-built set of accessories there. It looks like there's actually one new piece that's included in that build, and you'll see that elsewhere. In the set on his backpack, he's got that one canister, which is kind of in the shape of a grenade. I'm sure that you could pull that off and hold it in the hand if you want. It actually has a bar element on it, and that's stuck into an arrow blade Ninjago base piece that has 3 holes in it. He comes with a snow machine type of vehicle, which shows another new element introduced in this series. You can see the 2, I guess you can call them modified tile pieces, 2x2 round with some detail in them. It makes them look like they are wheel inserts or something like that. Looks pretty cool and should be useful for making all sorts of details. The Batcycle at first glance almost looks like a tumbler, but it's actually much smaller, and this also shows yet another new small element. You can see those warhead elements used on the front, not the same as the grenades that we just saw, just another way to get some more interesting detail into a small Lego model. And on the back you can see on the outsides of the rear wheels they've also added a couple more of those round 2x2 elements that are new. And finally, in the minifig accessories, you can see still more stuff. So 2 more of those grenade-like things with just some hollow studs attached to them. But then there's also this new harpoon element, which has an anti-stud on one side, and it's got a bar coming out the other. So they've attached the red and gray hollow studs over that bar. This is just going to be another really useful piece, it looks like. Here's set number 76120, Batwing and the Riddler Heist. This will go for $50 US and comes with 489 pieces, so again, very close to 10 cents per part. The figures here are Commissioner Gordon, Shazam, which a lot of people are going to like to get to go with the movie. I don't know if he's going to come with a hairpiece in this set, though. That could be a miss. Of course, it comes with the Riddler and also another gray-suited Batman. Forgive me for not being a Batman superfan. I don't know the specific name of that suit. The Batwing looks pretty cool to me. So this has a couple of stud shooters on it and also a couple of recolored multi-tile shooters that were first introduced in Lego City for the beginning of this year. You can see that the wings are plate built and they have some modified 4x4 tile pieces with just the 4 studs on each to reduce the total number of studs on the upper surface. The GCPD patrol car looks like something we haven't seen very much from Lego in its overall shape. It's a 6 stud wide build, very, very short in height. It's interesting. It's long, not very tall, but quite wide. I appreciate the fact that it's just different and it's still made for minifigures. A single minifigure, I believe, will fit in there. I don't think you'll be able to fit 2. The Riddler's helicopter is based off a classic Bell 47, which is most known for its appearance in the TV show MASH. This is a pretty good representation of one for just a toy. I think the rotors are a little bit short here. Once again, that's a common problem with Lego, but the canopy is done pretty nicely and it's covered up decently well around the sides. This has a couple of flick-fire missiles on the sides. You can see the gold-colored warhead there in the 1x1 cone piece, and it's got a chain with one of the new harpoon hook pieces that's attached to it. In this set, the Riddler is going to be stealing a safe, which actually has a locking feature built into it. It'll be interesting to see how that mechanism is done, but you will need to turn the oversized, human-sized knob on the outside to get it to actually open. I think that'll be fun for a lot of kids. And this comes with a bunch of accessories, including some of the power blasts for Shazam to use, some of the new warhead and grenade style elements, as well as those 2x2 modified tiles that kind of look like wheel covers. Next up, the big one, Batcave Clayface Invasion, set number 76122 with 1,037 pieces. And again, meeting or beating a 10-cent price to part ratio, this will come in at $100. The Batcave itself has just the tiniest bit of the Wayne Manor up at the top, and this is going to have another transformation feature where you'll be able to change Bruce Wayne into Batman going through the terrain there. On the side, you can see just a treasure trove of new pieces, all these silver parts with the bars. They've got actually a couple designs that you'll see in this set. Just looks really, really useful. They will definitely enable all sorts of new custom building possibilities, and I hope to see them used quite a lot in upcoming sets. Really small pieces allow you to do really fantastic things. Looks like they actually messed up right there and have one of those lights not fully attached up by the Bat computer. Of course, all those panels use stickers. More new elements over here with the spinning saw blades with bar attachment for either one, and also those little things down below. I mean, just so many new things here. I cannot wait to get my hands on these new parts. This is not the most complete Batcave, just in terms of how much wall space that it has, how enclosed it feels, but it looks like it's going to be a really good play set with a decent amount of room for figures to interact. I think a lot of figures in play will have to be kind of around the periphery, but there is a lot more depth here than we have seen on a lot of Lego structure builds in the past. This Bat tank has a massive launcher on the top, which is going to fire flick-fire missiles, and then you also have a couple of stud shooters on the sides that are angled and can also be picked up and used with just minifigures. And then you get this large comic-styled Clayface. I actually think this looks pretty decent. It would look better with less gray pieces, but those Mixel-style ball joints are color-locked, as far as I understand. Lego sometimes breaks their own color locking, or they'll say something is supposed to always stay one specific color, but then they'll change it later. Doesn't seem like they're doing that this time around, but this looks like it'll be fairly posable, and I think it actually looks pretty good for what it's trying to be. For figures, we get Bruce Wayne, a Catwoman who looks like she has a dual molded mask piece with the red actually being transparent and built into that headgear piece. Another small Robin. Here's Batman himself. We also get another Batwoman, and this set also comes with a Two-Face. And finally, more accessories, including some better looks at some of the new molds here for this year. It's really interesting that they actually did two different versions of those new silver bar elements with the three-sided and the two-sided, and the ability to grab them with a hand in different ways. Just really interesting stuff. I'm actually really excited about this year's entire parts inventory. There are also two new 4+, or formerly Junior sets being released. This one here is 76138 Batman and the Joker Escape. It comes with 171 pieces, many of them very, very large pieces, which helps a little bit to explain the $40 price tag. This one centers around a very, very, very simplified build for an Arkham Asylum. It's really not going to have all that much to it. Also comes with a Batcopter, which actually looks pretty proper for one of these Juniors style builds. I still would like to see longer rotors on it, but overall it looks pretty decent. There is a little dual catapult that you can roll along the ground, and then a colorful motorcycle with the red against medium azure. The two prisoners included in this set are Harley Quinn with the, I believe that's light yellow base color for her hairpiece, and then the Joker himself, of course. And then we also get an Arkham Asylum guard and a black suited Batman. Way lower in price and also size and complexity is 76137 here, Batman versus the Riddler Robbery. This comes with just 59 pieces and will sell for just $10. That price makes this a really easy impulse buy for kids who want a Batman and a Batmobile and a bad guy. This is a really straightforward set that should be very easy to put together. I mean, everything here is absolutely self-explanatory, and I think that for the target market and for the price and everything, this is another really, really good one. Sweet. Well, that's it for these reveals. Let me know what you think about these sets in the comments down below if you'd like to. You've already heard my thoughts. Looking forward to those pieces more than anything. Of course, none of these toys for kids are designed with Ultimate Collector Series level complexity or perfection in accuracy, but I think that's okay, as long as they are good toys. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you like. I'll talk to you again soon.